Welcome, guys, to Leroy's Leisures, and then we have a wax box here of 1989 tops. Okay, make no mistake that this is not the box that will have the Griffey Jr. The Griffey 89 tops card is a tops traded only card. For this particular set, we're going to see what kind of Randy Johnson's and John Smoltz rookie cards come out here. They're not terribly expensive, even graded PSA 10. I think they're, what, 15, 20 bucks a piece. But it's kind of interesting to see, you know, this is junk wax right here at its finest. There's really not a whole lot else to discover in 89. Plus, we'll see some of the, you know, the usual guys like McGuire, Bonds, you know, the guys that were really popular during this age in baseball. You know, we'll probably see Roger Clemens in here, but we got the good old wax packs with the gum. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's see what we find. Nothing like good old wax staining and 30-year-old gum. Craziness. All right, so for here, we got cards that are backwards. All right, let's get started. Pretty nice. They have that scratchy, almost like, you know, there's some sort of powder on the surface of the card. They have a little bit of gloss to them, but, you know, pack fresh right here, baby. I tell you what. 89 was always one of my favorite years in baseball cards, to a fault, you know. Eddie Murray, very nice, Hall of Famer. I think I could speak for a lot of people that I think I paid way too much when these things were new. You know, $1 or $2 a pack, and, you know, they're not even worth that today. So, pretty interesting. You could grab a full box of 89 tops today in this market. Doing, for about 15 bucks. All right, so number one draft pick, Mark Lewis. Maybe we'll do a interview on this gentleman here, see where he's been at. Hamilton. What is Hamilton? Oh, freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Yeah, those are all, what, college stats? Pretty cool. Miami Conference. Back when they actually put that stuff back there. They kind of still do, but they like to put the college and the farm league teams on there. Kevin Bass, Bass. Benny Santiago. Nice. Bryn Smith. Oh, good old Candy. I used to collect him quite a bit. There's Rafi right there. If only he'd laid off the smack, then, you know, he would actually be in the Hall of Fame right now. He's like one of those guys that, you know, he would have been good regardless, you know, without the roids. And, you know, like Bonds and McGuire, if those guys wouldn't have been on, sure, they wouldn't have hit the record, you know, 70, 73 home runs like they did. But make no mistake about it, they would be in Cooperstown right now. So, George Brett. I liked him too. I used to super collect George Brett. Yeah, he was a fun guy to watch. And, oh man, lots of personality. Yeah, a lot of guys here, man. Lots of guys. I'm sure, you know, one point or the other, I'm sure a few of these guys have done some of the good old juice. And it was just really prevalent during this time. But anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for joining in on this one. Not exactly the most stimulating of breaks, but, you know, quick little blast from the past. Okay, do you guys remember collecting during this time? You know, we thought we were special, and then a few years later, we found out the massive overproduction of these cards, which are literally worth not a whole lot. Okay, to see that's a dud pack right there. I wouldn't have been happy to receive that one, but all right, what do you think? Is that gum still good? I dare someone out there to shove 20 pieces into their mouth and chew it for like 10 minutes straight. until it disintegrates in your mouth. Oh, good old Bird Blyleven, Hall of Famer right there. Hey, do you think I could send this in and possibly get that T-shirt from the company store? You think that's still possible? There we go, Nolan Ryan. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one aside. It's probably worth about 50 cents. Anything Nolan Ryan's still worth money. Ryan Sandberg. Collected him quite a bit back in the day too. I'm gonna put him aside. Ooh, nice. One of the original Cubs that actually enjoyed playing for the Cubs even through the bad years during the day where you know, it was tough to be a Cubbies fan. You know, every year you're like, oh yeah, we're getting to the playoffs, and then man, just one letdown after another. Dave Stewart, used to follow him, you know, seeing as how we're in the Bay Area, so pretty cool. Pat Borders. Some of these old managers, are they still around? You got a Lou Whitaker. I think he's still on the for consideration, or is he in the Hall of Fame? I haven't checked. Lou Whitaker, yeah, he's been. I think he maxed out the time on the ballot, and he might have dropped off by now. I'm not sure. Petrali, oh, good old Tommy John, Frankie Boy. Man, every single pack has a Oral Hershiser. Very cool. Yeah, if you're coming to watch a video just to see, yeah, what kind of treasures you can find in this, let me reiterate, this is not tops traded. There's not a lot of cards I would say are worth anything in here except the Randy Johnson and John Smoltz rookie cards, and those things are so cheap graded that you would be better off just holding on to them raw without graded. McGuire, cool. Put that one aside. I know everybody has their you know, their thoughts on McGuire, but genuinely, by the way, Barry Bonds is not a friendly guy. Oh my God. He was not a friendly dude. So McGuire, though, he's a very humble individual. Yeah, he got caught. What you gonna do, right? Bill Bean, Bean, something like that. Matt Williams, followed him quite a bit too. Ryan Sandberg, All-Star. I don't hold on to the all. Oh yeah, Kurt Manwaring. Yeah. Anything Giants and A's. We watched a lot of it at Grandma's house. It was a lot of fun. Those were fun days, man. Bash Brothers made it happen. You know, McGuire and Canseco, and you know, they even had the Bay Bridge series right when the earthquake happened. So pretty cool. See, this one doesn't have the powder; it's all smooth. Steve Ellsworth, Treadway. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a few of these players in here, and we are going to go sometime or another. We're actually going to reach out to a few of these players and then do exclusive interviews. Rob has a few of them lined up, so you'll want to check that out because it's always interesting. A lot of these players, you know, they stay in the league for, you know, a good 5-6 years. Wade Boggs, I'll put him aside. They stay in the league for 5-6 years and then they just drop off. You know, a bad injury or something happened, and they're not in the league anymore, and they just kind of disappear. There are a lot of guys that just disappear, and Jack Morris, and nobody knows where they went. So pretty crazy sauce. Pretty crazy. Anyways, yeah, no, I mean, Ron Gant, you know, rookie, what, and Darryl Strawberry, rookie in '88. Believe me, going through packs of 1988 and 1989 baseball cards was actually more fun in 1988 and '89 than they are now. Considering in today's baseball cards, you know, they have memorabilia cards, they have autographs that you could find out of him today, you know. So, I mean, it's a lot more exciting. There's Mattingly. I'm sure a Yankee lover would love that. Isn't he the manager, Craig Biggio? First year card, I believe. Yeah, he was a rookie in '88. Pretty cool. Yeah, he's in Miami, isn't he? Managing down there. Yeah, he's not with the Dodgers anymore, I don't think. Yeah, he's in Miami. All right, so we're getting through this. No Randy Johnson, no Smoltzy's. Of course, two of the most well-known pitchers, Randy Johnson, tall frame. He had an incredible fastball. Just, you know, he had rubber bands for arms. That's all I could say. Good control. Oh, yeah. Sad to hear about him. He was on roids and stuff, and then all of a sudden Ripken. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Put that on the side. Lee Smith. Lee Smith is in the Hall of Fame, right? There's a lot of guys I think wouldn't make the Hall of Fame. I mean, Lee Smith was a good closer. I didn't think he was going to be Hall of Fame caliber, to be honest with you. Especially when you had guys like Trevor Hoffman and Rivera, you know, kind of surpassing numbers and, you know, being the, cool, Tony Gwynn, miss you, brother. You know, just setting the bar high with those save counts and just being, you know, big game situations for both of them, actually. So we're going to take all the pieces of gum and we're going to do a dare with it. No, I wouldn't dare eat that stuff. Oh my gosh. Norm Charlton. It's almost like I have a piece of gum under my tongue right now. I can't even talk. So, that there. Yeah, the wax stains, man. Ooh, horrible. Horrible. But in a way, it's kind of cool. First checklist, I believe, that we came across. Don Slott, Ken Howell. Twins leaders. All right, quick little fact for you guys, or a quick little question. Do you know who the leaders were on the Twins during the 1989, or better yet, 1988 season? Because these are all reflective of 88 stats. Let's see, Oil Can Boyd. Steve Avery. Very cool. Draft pick. He's the guy with one hand, right? I'm going to put him aside. Yeah, wasn't he the guy with one hand? Yeah, I think so, right? Although I thought Steve Avery was 1989, yeah. Okay, nothing there. We're halfway through this box, so we don't have a whole heck of a lot to go, but would love to at least find a Randy Johnson and a John Smoltz. Is that too much to ask for? John Farrell, manager of the Red Sox, you know, and at one point, Terry Steinbach, Russ Nixon, Manny Lee. Good stuff. Why couldn't this be a full box of like 1960 tops? That would be insane. That would be insane. But we'll have to settle for this one. Paul O'Neill, before the Yankees got a hold of him. Billy Ripken. This one does not have the error because it's the wrong card brand and the wrong year, I believe. No, 1989, right? 1989 Fleer. All right. So next pack, we're almost done. Chris Brown, Kevin Gross. Oh boy. Will we? Oh, there's Kevin Mitchell. He's one of my favorites. Of course, Bay Area player. So, yeah, as you can see, we're coming down to the last third of the box here, and thank goodness. because I'm losing feeling in my fingers from all the powder. So you guys think the powder is from the gum, or could it be from the actual the paper dust? Tony La Russa. So yeah, Tony La Russa has been one of the best managers in baseball history. Of course, you know he was the man at the helm of the St. Louis Cardinals when they won a few championships, a couple World Series. So Jerry Brown with an E. You gotta make sure you get the E on there. Al Leiter. Oh, that's cool. Turn back the clock. Wow, that's pretty neat. Not a bad little throwback there. Mike Diaz, another one of those. Glenn Davis. I will be shocked if we do not find a Smoltz or a Randy Johnson in this. Although these old baseball sets were extremely deep, they had a huge checklist. What do they have, like 600 cards or something like that? It's kind of crazy. Ooh, athletics leaders. Let's take a look at this. Canseco. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep going. That's nuts, man. Frank Robinson. Yeah, rest in peace, buddy. Carlton Fisk. That's cool. So White Sox, right? Toward the back nine of his career. Steinbach again. We got Steinbach a few times. Russ Nixon, Manny Lee, Walt Weiss. Yeah. You have to get one of those packs that have a few 2 or 3 draft picks. You know, the same way that we got the Steve Avery. There was another draft pick in that same pack, and believe it or not, it's the only pack that we found so far going through these packs here that had draft picks. So it's kind of interesting. The collation's not too good in this. Ricky Henderson, Yankees. Put him aside. That's cool. Greg Maddux. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry guys. Video froze up there. You didn't miss much. I finished that pack and there was absolutely nothing in there. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the last 6 packs or so. Yeah. No, oh, Bo Jackson. There you go. What exactly am I going to do with these cards that I put aside? I'll probably penny sleeve them and put them in a box. They're not worth a whole lot. A lot of like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th year cards with some star players, and you know, with the overproduction age of the 1980s, it really does not make any sense. Julio Franco. Future star Mike Harkey. Harvey. I was going to say Harvey for a second. Dave Rigetti Spaghetti. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, last 4 packs. Thank you for hanging tough with your boy Blue Ridge Silverhound on the Roy's Leisures. Making a guest appearance, Jay Buhner, Cecil SB, Spike Owen. Yeah, this is sad. Sad bill. Maybe I gotta take a sad bill, huh? Cecil Fielder. Boy, oh boy. Fun. Okay, well, I appreciate everybody hanging in. We're almost done. A couple more packs after this one. Turn back the clock, Tony Oliva. Barry Bonds, there you go, Pirates. Hadn't quite made it over to the Bay Area yet, so I think that was his last year, if I'm not mistaken. Tom Glavine, 2nd year card, right there, or 3rd year. He was on the Braves in '87. Frank Canana. 2 more packs. Hope for the best. Right there. Let's go ahead and do it. And then we could put this one in the history books. Quisenberry. They really did not want to give you prospects. Prospects and rooks. I did not remember it being this tough, to be honest with you. Oh boy. Mike Jackson. Okay, here we go. Last couple cards. Ken Gerhardt, Kurt Ford, Dunstan, Steve Curry. There you go, Drebeck. That's it, guys. Boys and girls, sorry for taking up all that time. Let's see the cards I put aside. So we did find a Bonds, Bo Jackson, Ricky Henderson. There's a #1 draft pick, Steve Avery, worth about a quarter. Tony Gwynn, Cal Ripken, Wade Boggs, McGuire, Sandberg, and strikeout machine, Nolan Ryan. So altogether we have about $2 in cards for the good stuff, and then another 25 cents in bulk stuff. I have choice words for that. But thank you guys for joining in on this episode of Leroy's Leisures. At the very least, we got to have a conversation going. Sorry to gum up your day. And subscribe, like the channel, and let's see if we get a couple of interviews from these folks. You guys take care. See you on the next one.